Hi, I'm Liz DiTomaso, former attorney and fitness professional turned certified life coach. This is your weekly coaching on the go video. Today, I am going to talk about a message that I've been getting from all over the place, whether it's scrolling through social media and it's something that I'm seeing in my feed, or hearing people talk about on podcasts, or just literally overhearing people talk about this message. When we get messages like that, at least in my life, I feel like they're so relevant and something we're needing to hear. So I sit up and I pay attention, and I feel like it could really be the basis of some inspiration for you today. So this message is, if it's for you, it's not going to pass you by. Your ship hasn't set sail without you. The perfect opportunity, job, partner, life circumstance hasn't passed you by. You haven't missed your boat, however you want to say it. My main message is, if it's for you, it's still for you. It's still out there. It hasn't passed you by. It's not too late. That's the message that I've been seeing, that you haven't somehow missed the boat looking down other paths or searching out other jobs. You haven't somehow arrived late to the party. I have 2 times in my life where I've experienced this exact thing that I always remind myself of when I feel like I'm either behind somehow in life, or I feel like I don't know which path I should go down, or I can't understand why so many doors are slamming in my face. I remind myself of this idea that my life path is mine, and the perfect opportunities for me, or the perfect people, I am going to meet them at the exact time that I need to meet them. So those 2 life situations I definitely want to share with you. One happened years ago when I was actually still in law school and studying for the bar. Actually, I had just gotten out of law school and I was studying for the bar exam the first time. I really wanted a career in fitness full time. That's where my heart and my passion were at the moment. And in particular, I wanted to work for one fitness brand. I landed myself an interview for a sales role, even though I had no sales experience at that point beyond just working in retail. And I was so excited. So even though I was studying for the bar, I just could not wait to go on this interview. I was really hoping it would save me from having to pursue law at that moment in my life. I went on the interview, and frankly, the only reason I even landed the interview was because I had written this very heartfelt essay. It actually was more of an essay about what that brand had meant to me in my health and fitness journey. And that's the only reason they interviewed me. They told me that right off the bat when we started the interview. I did not get the job, and I remember feeling crushed because I really thought that job was going to save me and pull me off of the field of law, off of that path quicker. Fast forward about, I would say, 4 years after that interview, I ended up sitting down in an interview with the exact same person who had interviewed me 4 years earlier. It was for a completely different role, but it was within that same fitness brand. She didn't remember me, but I definitely remembered her. And although I did not go into the exact same position, I ended up working for that brand in different positions for years, and I loved it. It was one of the best work experiences I ever had. So that experience reminds me that our lives, there are no coincidences in the timing that things come to us. I was not ready to be in sales, in fitness at that moment. So the door closed. The answer was no. But later, I was ready to work with them. Another example is what I'm going through currently. I've been interviewing for a year now. I actually went back to this Excel spreadsheet that I have where I've tracked every job that I've applied for, the outcome, the interviews, anyone that I've networked with. And I've had interviews pretty steadily for almost a year now. And a lot of them, most of them actually, have been no's, right? So I could look at that and say, what's going on here? There's all these no's. What is happening? But I know from previous life experience and just life wisdom that those no's mean that those doors were not meant to open for me right now. And maybe some of them will open in the future. Maybe they'll never open, and that's okay too. As soon as I knocked on the door of taking the bar exam and setting myself up to become a lawyer again, doors are opening a lot more easier now. So my overall tenet, if you want one key takeaway, is the right door will open for you at the right time. You haven't missed anything. You're not behind. You're not late. You're going to find that door, but you have to keep knocking. No's don't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that wasn't your door right now at this point in your life. I hope this message really lands with you. I hope it makes you feel comforted, especially if you've heard a lot of no's in the past year. I know that can be hard to take, but remind yourself about timing in life, and your individual life path is completely different than everybody else's. So trying to compare where we are to anyone else's or to where we think we should be is just something that will mess with your mind and make you feel worse. So hear it from me. You are on your way. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Keep knocking on those doors, and I'm wishing you the best of luck as you do that. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'll give you a Coaching on the Go video every week. Share it with your family and friends to help them as well. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.